The reason why they are not amenable to reason was over the years, they shunned education. They wanted to impoverish everybody. They thought that by making all their Almajiris very poor, somehow them and their children will continue to enjoy and to control them. Today, they are in position of AK-47, and things have changed. And now, in most schools in Zamfara, in most schools in Yobe, in most schools in Adamawa, they are no longer open. Children no longer go to school. It is as a direct consequence of unemployment, as a direct consequence of years and years of implementation of rules, regulation, and laws that are anti-people. In Biafra land, we are going to be different. Britain fought against Biafra, not Nigeria, because Britain thought that we don't have the spirit to share, that Biafrans cannot share because of what Ojukwu told Shell and BP. But they are wrong, they are very much mistaken. What our eternal leader said was that you don't come to blackmail me with something that God gave to me. If you want oil, we can give it to you, but you have to pay at the rate at which every other country is paying around the world. That was when Harold Wilson, the Labour Prime Minister of Britain, said that Biafrans are going to die. That he doesn't really care. He was a shareholder in BP. Then he said he doesn't care how many Biafrans will die, as long as they continue to get their oil and gas for free. That was why they supported the Fulani Janjaweed. And these are the things, the mistakes we have learned from. You mentioned people and their properties in the north. They keep saying this thing all the time. I have a two-bedroom hotel in Jalingo. What is going to happen to it? And I say to them that you are very much mistaken. Your property is more secure if there is a Biafra than when you are in Nigeria. Let me repeat. Your properties in the north is more secure if you have a Biafran independent nation than if you remain in the zoo called Nigeria. Because today, most people own properties abroad. For instance, I have a property in England. When Biafra comes, am I going to lose it? The answer is no. You know, the Janjaweed who are not educated keep saying, okay, Biafrans should leave. Once you leave, we take over your properties. That is rubbish. That is rubbish, because let me tell you what is going to happen. It's very simple. Some of you talk about ICC all the time, International Criminal Court, where violators of human rights are being taken to for trial. There is another court called the International Court of Justice, ICJ, where states can take states to court. If they touch any of your properties in the north, all Biafra will need to do is to petition ICJ, and ICJ will award compensation for those properties they have destroyed or seized from you. Once that is done, then the zoo, the Janjaweed government will be forced to pay. If they don't have the money to pay, any grants that any country is giving to them will be seized and used to compensate people that lost their properties. That is something that people do not know. The reason why all the properties we lost during the war was not returned and no compensation paid was because there was no Biafra to take the Nigerian government to International Court of Justice, the ICJ, also sitting in The Hague, also in The Hague. That is something that people do not understand, also sitting in The Hague. If a country takes Nigeria to court for violating international laws, then they are bound to pay. So you are far more safer having a Biafra with your property outside Biafra land than in Nigeria. I hope that is very clear. I have another caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are.
Good morning, my great leader.
Good morning to you. Please give us your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Mwabe Okechukwu. I'm calling for United Arab Emirates, Dubai.
From Dubai, a very beautiful and wonderful place. One of those who operate a truly federal system, because Abu Dhabi is free, Dubai is free, Qatar is free, and one other one as well. I've forgotten the name. There's a few of them. They operate a proper federal structure. And that is why everybody's running to Dubai. Everybody wants to go to Dubai. Nobody wants to make their land to be like Dubai. Everybody wants to run to Dubai. Very, very sad indeed. And those ruling Dubai, they have houses in America. They have houses in the UK. But that did not stop them from also developing their own land. That is how sensible people think and reason. Please go ahead.
And that is exactly why I called you this morning, my leader. I am very, very grateful to reach you because it has been a long while. I have tried my best to reach you, but all to no avail. And I'm very grateful this morning. Sir, I am very, very happy. Meeting you today is an opportunity that I will never forget in my entire life, and I will tell it to my children. Sir, what I want to say is about the issue of what is going on in Nigeria right now. Now, our people are being fragmented to the extent that things are getting worse, because now the fuel pump is very, very high. Now, traveling from Biafra land to Lagos and all these traveling are very, very expensive. Everything is now very, very expensive. And our people are not ready to do anything about it. And the issue is this. This Fulani Janjaweed, they are using this opportunity to gather more money to keep on fighting us. So as the point reached like this, so I want to know, are we going to keep on being quiet over this issue while they are using the resources in our land to be gathering more money to fight us? Or are you going to declare Biafra? That is my number one question, to declare Biafra, because the thing is getting out of hand. Because I know very well that we have men on ground that can defend our territory. Number two question is this. So I have said in many occasions that we are not going to reign nor rule us or lead us when Biafra is actually achieved. So I want to know, what of if we IPOB worldwide insist that you must rule us or lead us to show us a shining example of what leadership or a president is all about in Africa, because we are about to experience the best government, the best nation ever in the history of black race. So I want to know what you have to say about it. What if we say no, that you must reign or lead us to show us a shining example? So that is number two. Number three is this. You gave 40 days ultimatum for the checkpoint in Biafra land to be evacuated or to be removed, because they are using this means to be killing our people, doing a lot of things. You will buy one bag of rice from Lagos, want to give your people from in your village. They will just block everything on the way and collect everything. And they don't know what you went through to be able to get this. And at the same point, they are killing and extorting money from our people. And in the same checkpoint, they don't want anything good from other places to reach Biafra land. They have been doing a lot of bad things in that checkpoint issue. Sir, I want to know if your order is still intact, that after 40 days ultimatum, that this checkpoint will no more be seen in our great land, Biafra. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, and remain where you are, and I'm going to answer your question. After 40 days, there will be no checkpoint in our land. They will try, because they are following their Janjaweed. They want to show the world that they are in power, they are in command. They own the army, they own the air force, they own everybody. That is the way they behave. But they're in for a very rude awakening, I assure them. I'll get to the issue of checkpoint in a minute. Am I going to declare Biafra? The answer is no. You people will declare Biafra or give us the mandate. I said us, not me. Give us the mandate to declare Biafra. Before Ojukwu declared Biafra, he was given a mandate. Then the cockroach, the hotelier, came and was declaring Biafra. I think after every 6 months, he would declare Biafra. And nothing happened. They will settle him. He went and sat down. Another person came out a few days ago to say he's declaring Biafra. It is an insult to our collective intelligence that anybody should come out to declare anything without proper consultation. You know, they try to accuse us of not consulting properly. What we are doing is the groundwork. Our people are Republicans. Our people are Democrats by nature. Everybody wants to be consulted. And when the time comes, everybody will be consulted. As I said before, they tried to push me to declare Biafra, and I said, no, I cannot declare Biafra. I don't have the authority. I am not Biafra. I am a Biafran citizen. Only one person among 70 million people. I don't have that power nor the right to do so. I am not a dictator. The reason why we put IPOB on the straight and narrow is because we need to enforce discipline. There is a level of discipline you require when you are facing a very recalcitrant enemy or when you are surrounded by enemies. That is only what we try to instill inside IPOB. That doesn't mean when it comes to the issue of governance or matters of state, we now arrogate powers to ourselves. No, we're not going to do that. What we'll do is to wait for you Biafrans to say, now is the time to go ahead. Everybody will be involved. And then Biafra, you cannot declare Biafra without defending your borders. It doesn't make any sense. The day we are declaring Biafra, we are defending our borders that same day. If we see any Janjaweed, that Janjaweed is dead. If they fly their aeroplane, we bring it down. So we know what we are doing. I don't want people to rush us. We want to cross all the T's and dot all the I's. We know what we are doing.